Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is Pothead here, and I'm coming back with a new video, a new series, actually, since you guys liked the last one. Well, I guess it wasn't really a series. It was a little two-parter. This one will probably be 3-4 parts, but it's a banger. I do want to start off and say, though, I'm doing a Q&A for 300 subs. It's on my Instagram right now, the question thing, at Pothead. Go ask me a question if you want. So all started out, it was spring break, I think 2 years ago now, which is crazy. But it was like a snowy spring, because we live in Colorado, so spring can either be super sunny or super snowy. And this was a snowy spring. Our good friend at the time hit me and Willie up to come up to his house, which was about 3 hours away in the mountains, because it gets really pretty up there in the springtime. We were down. We drive, and he tells us to, bring the goods. I'm a good guest. I never come empty-handed. So Willie and I drive. It might have just been me. I think it was Willie and I. Willie and I drive to the plug's house, which is like an hour in the wrong direction. Go there, get a 8 lean, 20 or 30 Xans or something like that. Actually, might have been like a 12 or something. I know I got an 8. Willie might have got some. Anyway, that's not important, but it is. But when we drive back, it's not really too eventful. We get back to my house, pull up, pop a Xan, and we're just waiting for our homie to get off work and call us, tell us to come up. Finally get the call after we're like super faded. We answer the phone, and the first thing he says is, yo, on this drive up, you probably shouldn't get faded because it's really bad. And we're like, okay, we won't. Just so zanned out already. And so we hang up, we finish the call with him, get into the car, and we start the drive. And the first hour is really not too bad. It's like a light drizzle of whatever, but we didn't really even start climbing in elevation for the first hour, and the sun was out. So sun starts to set, the snow starts to get super heavy, and the traffic slows down, starts to get super slow, and eventually we're going like 10 miles an hour around, behind like just a ton of traffic, and we're still like 100 miles away, and it's like 9:30 p.m. at this point, and I'd been driving for like 2.5 hours, and I was pretty fed up because this was before Willie had a driver's license, so I was the only one who was able to drive. So I was pretty fed up waiting. So I start driving like a fucking maniac, like swerving around cars, going through the shoulder, going through everything. And I finally see why it's taking so long, because we were behind the snowplows, which as a law in Colorado, you shouldn't pass snowplows because they're there to clear the road for you and to put down salt so you have traction. But at that time, I had really good studded snow tires and four-wheel drive. I would not suggest this to anybody if you don't know what you're doing or if you don't have a well-equipped vehicle. I had one of those things. I didn't really know what I was doing, and I was faded, but my vehicle is really good. Shout out to my dad. We finally get to the snowplows, past them, and now we're just driving through 2 feet of heavy, wet snow for an hour. And I'm going like 50 miles an hour. The speed limit's 80. I'm just like, every time it goes like to a downhill and like a sharp turn, I'm just praying to God like the grip sticks, because there were some turns, bro, where I would like take it and you would just start to slowly like slide over the lanes. But it was okay. Like, we were the only car around us probably for a couple miles on that lane, or that way of the interstate, because that was some serious fucking snow, and I definitely should have stayed behind the snowplow. But so we're going around these corners, like pretty much just drifting around every single corner and somehow making it. I really don't remember too much of the drive, which is terrible. I definitely should not have done this off lean and Xans, but that's what I was doing with my life back then. Really hope you guys don't follow in my footsteps. That's mainly why I'm here, is to tell you not to do the things that I did. So we luckily make it. We get to the town, which I can't really say because it's super specific, but it's like a ski town. We get to this town. It's super dark out. Our homie just got off work like 20 minutes. We made pretty good time after I passed the snowplows, just saying. So we make it before he gets off work, and we're waiting. We're super bored. We're just waiting in my car, and we just want to get out of the car super bad. Bear in mind, we're still a little bit faded. So we park in the parking lot of like a gas station. It's like a Wendy's. It's like a little like rest stop area. Park in the parking lot and open the door, get out of the car, and there's snow up to my knees. And I'm like, oh fuck, I'm about to be soaking wet for the rest of the night. Awesome. So we trudge through the snow, get to the gas station, buy some sodas, because, The lean will warm you up. And I'll throw a video in here of us and pouring up in the Wendy's because that shit's just funny. But yeah, that shit was terrible, bro. Like, I was cold. I would have definitely been way more miserable if I wasn't super fucking high. We get the sodas, and then we have to walk to the Wendy's, which is like normally like a 2-minute walk, maybe even less. Like, might be like 30 seconds. But in this snow, it took you 10 minutes to get across from the gas station to the Wendy's, which was next door to the gas station. We walk into the Wendy's, there's no one in there besides the people working, and they're like, oh, holy shit, hello, people who are here somehow. And we're like, yeah. Can we get some chicken sandwiches and fries? And then we order the food, sit down, and that's where the video will show. I mean, sit down, pour up some lean, start passing some time, and we're just waiting for our homie to get off and show us where the house is because we have no idea what we're doing. We kind of came up here on a whim. So we get this terrible food, awful food, eat it because we hadn't eaten in forever. And finally, our homie gets off work. He comes to finds the rest stop that we're at. And I start following him in my car and his car up this like mountain road, twisty as fuck, hadn't been plowed. My homie didn't have snow tires at all. I can't believe he was like a pretty native local guy there though, so they knew about the weather and how to drive in the snow really well. So I wasn't really too concerned about him, but I was concerned about me because we were having a little bit of trouble, but nothing really happened. We got up without a flaw really, but we get to my homie's house and that's when we really start hitting the fucking drugs. I mean, we literally, as soon as I park my car and I'm just like, oh, like my car is safe, we're done, I'm getting faded. Drop 2 bars in I think it was like 1 liter of Sprite or something. Put 2 bars in it, drop 3 a drink, flip it, drink the whole thing. And we literally, we pulled up to our homie's mom's house. So we had to smoke in his car and shit. So we literally just sat in his car for, I think it was literally from like 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. We just sat in there smoking spliffs and drinking lean and doing Xans. And yeah, so the next day is really when shit starts to get super interesting, but I think I'll leave that for the part 2. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Keep showing some love, and I'll keep making them. Ask me questions, and I'm gonna try and get a lot of content flowing for you guys, because it makes me happy that you guys are happy with these. So have a great rest of your day. Peace.